Today we're in Sierra National Forest and we're gonna solo camp Dinkey Wilderness and hike to Mystery Lake and Swede Lake. We will camp at the limestone campground, and here we will get our tent set up. So this is actually my first time setting up a tent. I did mess up the first time I did it, and I actually had to do it again to correct that mistake. So this campsite was really convenient for me as it was close to the parking lot. It is very difficult to get up to this campsite and to this trailhead, as it's more designed for off-road vehicles such as trucks and Jeeps. So if you bring a passenger vehicle like I did, you will have trouble getting up because the road is not well paved at all. And after we get our tent set up and situated, then we'll begin the hike to Mystery Lake and Swede Lake. Now we will begin the hike to Mystery Lake and Swede Lake. So the hike will be along the Dinkey Creek, and there is a waterfall. There will be another one later on the way back. Here is our first creek crossing. It'll be more to come. And once you cross that stream, there'll be a trail sign letting you know you're heading the right direction. And I would highly advise you bring bug spray, but even that didn't keep the bugs away from me. And here is another creek crossing. After you make that creek crossing, you will see the Dinkey Wilderness sign, and you actually need a permit to camp in the Dinkey Wilderness, and you could get that at the U.S. Forest website or at the ranger station, I believe. And you will pass this meadow as you make your way to the first lake. And it's a beautiful spot. You could probably just camp there. And you will reach this spot, and there will be a bunch of rocks, but the trail is actually right here. It just breaks up at this point, but once you get past all those rocks, the trail opens up again. At this point in the trail, you're going to pass this enormous rock wall to your left side. This indicates you are heading the right way, as you can see that red ribbon. And this is pretty flat in this portion of the hike, so it'll allow you to get a breather. And then here is the sign for Mystery Lake. So we're just going to make a right. And here we have another creek crossing. And we're going to come across a remnants of a dried waterfall. So I'm pretty sure this gets nice after a snow melt. You could hear me panting as the elevation for this section of the hike is pretty steep. But it'll flatten out again and we here approach Mystery Lake. And we have arrived to Mystery Lake. So we're just gonna go ahead and sit down and take a break, have ourselves a sandwich, a water, and I brought a cold one, but we'll take that when we get to the next lake. For now, we're just soaking these views. Now we will begin our hike to Swede Lake, which is not too far from Mystery Lake. We will pass a meadow on our way to Swede Lake and go over another creek to make it there. So once you approach Swede Lake, there will be some elevation gain going up a hill, but it's nothing too crazy. And that's actually a pond right there. And right here is the incline or elevation gain as we make our ascension to Swede Lake. And we're almost there. And we have arrived to Swede Lake. So I'm just going to take a few moments to admire the beautiful landscape of the Sierra mountain range and the glowing lake of Swede Lake. So this lake is actually more impressive in my opinion, but they're both very beautiful lakes to hike to. And of course there's two more lakes after this, but I only opted to hike to the first two due to needing to get to camp before sundown. So we are going to head back to camp right now in a bit. But for now, we'll just soak in these views. And so now I'm going to go ahead and pop open the cold one. Here's to nature. And here's the waterfall I was talking about earlier. I'm not sure the name of the waterfall, but I'd probably call it Dinkey Falls. And we have arrived back to camp, and that concludes our hike. We're gonna go ahead and sit down and enjoy the rest of the night. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.